The DOGE dividend has trapped Trump. Good morning, everybody. JT here, Serenity Farms prepping. So, the Trump regime has been dropping trinkets and shiny things, also known as the DOGE dividend or a stimulus or UBI checks, ever since DOGE started exposing the massive corruption and crimes that have been committed against taxpayers. I don't think they ever planned on giving any checks to anyone, but someone put it out there in the ether. Naturally, it caught on like wildfire because the majority of the masses always want something for free. So somehow the Trump team got caught up in it, just dropping hints that there would be differing amounts of stimulus checks for different groups of people, conveniently omitting that many of those $5,000 checks, if ever released, wouldn't be until 2026. But a funny thing happened along the distraction path. Democrats realized they had an opportunity here to force the Trump regime to make good on those promises of stimulus checks. And suddenly and unexpectedly, Democrats started agreeing with Trump that it would be a good idea to give money back to the people. Now remember, these are the same exact Democrats who have been stealing hundreds of billions of dollars through USAID and Social Security and Medicare and NGOs and every other fraud. But they need the economy to collapse. They're doing all they can to facilitate that. They need massive inflation and a recession, depression. By agreeing with Trump on some DOGE dividend stimulus checks, they're putting Trump in the position where if he doesn't come through with these stimulus checks, he will have lost credibility. And on the other hand, if he does produce the stimulus checks, it will cause inflation. What most experts with common sense are saying is that it shouldn't be a stimulus check, but rather a tax rebate. I'm not sure exactly how that would work, but I believe that it would involve not paying in for taxes until an amount that your stimulus check would have been equal to, rather than everyone getting a check. But Trump is likely now in a position where he has to put up. Like most people with half a brain, I already know that we are going to experience massive inflation as the dollar currency as we know it collapses and a new digital total control track and trace currency is brought in. I'm hearing that's about July. So the way that the Trump team continually provides a new trinket or shiny distraction every day to make you forget about the one they just promised the day before, he only has to make it until July if that's when the reset and digital currency is going to be implemented. Now, at that point, everyone could be issued a stimulus check because it would, on one hand, be worthless because the dollar would be worthless. On the other hand, it would let a lot of people spend money for another month, maybe two, while the digital currency, biometric IDs, and a UBI are installed. But let's see where this goes, because today's distraction is everyone waiting for the release of the JFK files, which will probably look like pieces of paper covered in black with very few white lines as opposed to the opposite way around. You do realize that this is also just another trinket, shiny thing distraction, right? Okay, so don't go cashing those DOGE dividend checks yet, because odds were good you weren't going to get one anyway. That's all I got for now. JT, signing.